Today 緊急レコーディング売れなくなったら歌舞伎町YungJamez と飲みましょう Let's go
YungJamez,
man. Oh my god. You watched that video, huh?
I did. Yeah. It's made the rounds. Other Japan YouTubers have talked about it.
Yeah, I mean, we covering it. I mean, to be fair, we talked about YungJamez before. We introduced him. Not much of an introduction, but we introduced him.
Well, we did. We did a whole segment. We did a whole video about YungJamez. You can check it out right there or right there. But yeah, we talked about him. He was one of the 3 J vloggers that we featured. It was like a year ago now.
Yeah.
That's crazy, yo. Yeah. So yeah, it was YungJamez, there was JPBM, and there was Chase the Traveler. So
YungJamez.
Now we got YungJamez in the news.
Yep. That's having his viral moment right now. I don't know. He might watch this video and he's like, no, it's not. Nah. But yeah, man.
Yeah. Well, I guess first we got to explain, what happened to YungJamez.
Dozo.
So, all right. So YungJamez is, I think he's from Chicago, Illinois, American guy. And he lives in Tokyo. And he walks around and just kind of talks about different things. He tells stories about, his relationships, his different things that happen in Japan. He's been there for maybe like 2 or 3 years at this point, I think. And so he just didn't do anything different from normal. He's just walking around, and he happened to be in Kabukicho at this point. And he actually mentioned in the video, he's like, oh, I don't like coming to Kabukicho that much. When I first got here, I liked it, but now I don't really come here anymore. It's like, this place is, it's fun. It seemed fun to me when I got here first because it's a red light district. And, he said in this precise video, he said, if this was in the US, people would be getting stabbed and they would be getting shot.
Yep.
But because it's Japan, that type of stuff doesn't happen. And immediately after he says that, somebody runs from behind him while he's filming and smacks him in the back of the head.
Yep.
Like it was scripted.
Exactly. Man, like
it happened right after he said that.
Yeah. Just like
Calamity
it was like on the cue, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I've been watching his video. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, so I mean, like it was a black dude. It wasn't a Japanese guy that smacked him in the back of the head. And it seems like it was one of those like African dudes, like either Nigerian that run their bars or prostitution stuff, that type of stuff. And he was complaining about being filmed.
Yep.
Which that's a whole thing we can talk about in terms of like being filmed in public in Japan and all these things. So that's what happened. YungJamez got smacked during his live stream.
One more time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we've been watching his videos for some time now. I mean, I've been watching his videos for some time now. And since like he filmed a lot of his videos in Toyoko area before. He said like, he don't go there anymore, but in his earlier days, he used to film there a lot. So I always had this feeling watching his video, something like that would just happen. It's about to happen sooner or later.
Yeah,
I always had that feeling. I mean, because I'm sure like those guys, the African dude who smacked his face.
They see him all the time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure those guys are 100% Kyakuhiki. Like those African Kyakuhikis in Kabukicho.
For sure.
Who work for those bottaguri bars. Or, as you mentioned, herisu or, those like brothel places. Fuzoku. Or they even sling drugs. Man, at first, like, as we mentioned, I thought it was some kind of skit or some kind of social media stunt. Because, I mean, like, why? That dude didn't take his camera. Why just this and just ran away, right? And I was like, oh, that's it. Just one hit. Because if I was that African dude, probably I'll just do more than that. Not that it's okay to do it, but, if he was going to do that, right? Why not take his camera, right?
Because he was yelling, no cameras, no cameras. If you don't want to be seen on camera, then you definitely don't want to assault someone on camera. Right. This guy's very stupid. His photos everywhere, all over the
internet now. Yeah, but again, at the same time, at the same time, James was like, maybe he got a little comfortable, or maybe because he says like hisashiburi in Kabukicho, so he was kind of like his guards were not up at the time.
Right.
Well, I'm not saying like, ha ha ha, Zamamiro.
No, but you do have to keep an eye out. You know,
I mean, if anything, man, I'm like, man, it just felt like my ototo got hit in the head the street, and that pissed me off, man. I'm just surprised that happened in Chuodori, Central Road, where the Godzilla head is.
Yeah, everybody's there. It's it's super touristy as well, right?
I guess it's different times now, because back when I was in Kabukicho doing stuff, on the Central Road, it was all Japanese Kyakuhikis that work for Kabakura or Fuzoku. No drugs, because it's pretty serious in Japan, right? But like all those African dudes, they used to be on the next street or the street after, which was Sakura Dori, which where the club I used to perform at.
Right.
And the next street, what was the street's name? Azuma Dori.
That's away from the Kabukicho Gate and in the opposite direction towards
Kabukicho Gate Street, then Central Road, then Sakura Dori, then Azuma Dori. Man,
okay,
I don't know why I still remember all these names, but
I do. Because you used to walk nonstop around that area.
But yeah, like back then, I mean, random things happened too. You know, people like fighting, chasing dudes who didn't pay. I mean, I talked about it. The dude, like the Kabukicho carry dude, face covered in blood, just like running away. Dudes chasing him, and people stealing stuff, things like that. But it was more on the Sakura Dori and Azuma Dori and Hanamichi Dori side. I never saw. I mean, I'm lying. I saw some fights, but it was like, you know, regular people fighting.
Right.
On like the Sakura, like the Kabukicho Gate Street and the Godzilla Street. Like the Godzilla Street didn't even exist when I was there. It was just Chuodori, Central Road. Then, you know, later on I went there. I was like, Gojira. Oh, Gojira da. Oh. But
There's probably more traffic on that street now just because people are getting photos and all the tourists are going there.
So yeah, like every time, you know, I kind of like want to check out Kabukicho now. I get on, you know, those like one of those Sampo YouTubers channel. Yeah. And I watch it. And man, one thing, that was different from my times was all the African dudes now on this street too. Even on Sakura Dori, not that many African dudes back then. They were all on Azuma Dori. And Azuma Dori is the street where my boys were like, sanpo suru no wa ii n da kedo, try to avoid that street because that's where all the African dudes at. They hung around there and stuff. It's a pretty empty street too. It's pretty, I wouldn't say empty, but not touristy. And it's full of like fuzokus and ayashi bars and stuff, right? Right. And which I did go anyways because there's this one Shonben Yokocho type place right before you hit Hanamichi Dori. On your right side, there's one mini Omoide Yokocho type alley. It's like a corridor alley. All right, yeah. That's where I saw the dude who's like smoking and cooking at the same time. But James, out in the open, a lot of people, and that dude just.
Yeah, that's wild. It's crazy.
Did you check out what happened after that?
Yeah. You want to hear something even crazier?
What?
The same guy that smacked him was caught on another feed of another gaijin streamer trying to like knocking their camera down and yelling at them, no camera, no camera. It's the same guy. It's the same guy.
I'm pretty sure,
this guy's just been doing that and getting on everybody's camera. For someone who is camera shy like this dude, he's doing way too much, dude. He's doing way too much.
He's like one of those like idol girls, like watashi hazukashii kara, but then they're grabia. So, right. I'm camera shy, but then they be like the tiniest bikini ever in front of cameras.
Yeah, something does it. He's either very stupid or because the thing is, if you're doing illegal activities and you don't want to be on the camera or, in anywhere near any, recordings, then you keep your distance. Right. You don't run for it. And especially you don't run for people who have a lot of people watching them all over the world. Like this guy's face is everywhere now. It's just, It's not using his head.
It's not James's viral moment. It's that African dude's viral moment right now.
Yeah.
Right?
And you know what's funny is like, you would think, I mean, there's ample evidence of what happened. He caught this guy in HD,
right,
assaulting him, just smacking him. And I guess we'll show footage because that's just been everywhere. So you'll see like when it happens, it looks like some manga. Like, you know,
and a screenshot too.
Yeah. James James
click.
Yeah. But he, after that, you know, he said the guy ran across the street. He said he didn't know what happened. He didn't think somebody hit him. He thought maybe something fell from a sign or something. And then when he looked, he saw the guy ran across the street and there were 4 other African dudes.
Yeah, man, you never want to chase those guys. That's one other thing my boys told me. If somebody just snatches your phone or money, never chase them. Because, yeah, they're all going to run into... There are videos. One of the videos from our past video about, like, gaijins, they were, like, bunch of African dudes chasing somebody, right?
Oh, yeah.
That happened all the time. And, you know, again, if they will run to Azumadori, whatever, where you chase them, and around the corner, there's like 10 of his homies waiting for you.
Right, they're all just like waiting to.
Kabukicho yokoso.
Yeah. It's time for your souvenir.
Yeah. Physical souvenir. Yeah, you'll never forget if you make it out alive, that is.
So, you know, he saw them standing there. They didn't, the one guy that hit him kept yelling. Kept yelling like, no cameras, you camera, blah, blah, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
The other guys were just standing there. They didn't approach him, but they were just waiting to see what he would do. They didn't take his camera, didn't do anything. They hit him, but that was it. He decided not to approach them. Smart thing to do, I would say. And then he went to the police. When he went to the police, he showed the photos, he showed the video footage. He's like, hey man, I got assaulted. And he told the police in Japanese, which is something important also to specify. Like,
right.
Young James speaks, he's able to speak in Japanese to people there. So he went to the police station, the koban, the police box. He told them, hey, nagudaremashita. And one of these Kyakuhiki guys hit me. And then he showed him the video and he described the 2 police officers. He said it was a female officer who was like 5 feet tall. And then an Oji-chan police officer who was probably like 70 or something. And so as Young James was reporting this stuff to them, he was also thinking, if I go out with them to try to find these guys, what are they going to be able to do? Are they going to be able to like, you know, train them? Like I'm going to have to fight them. And what are they going to be able to do? You know, which, you know, it also, that's a thing in Japan too. It's one of the reasons why I thought when I got there, like, yeah, Japan isn't really ready for any foreign anything. Because that first day that I went to, in 2004, the first time I went to Japan, I met with Brian. We were in Kabukicho. That was the place I wanted to go.
Right.
And like James, for me, that was like the funnest part to go to whenever I could go out. When I was done with my manga, I would go to Kabukicho.
Yep.
And he feels very different about it now. I saw another video where he's talking about it. We'll get into it later. But the thing with these cops is, we saw that yellow suit Yakuza that we talked about. There's another video. Boom, right there. After seeing that yellow Yakuza guy, we kept walking. They say the first time in a city is when you notice everything. And then once you live there for a while, you just stop seeing crazy things. I think that's a real thing.
Because you get used to it. Yeah.
Right.
Same.
That first night I went to Kabukicho, I saw all sorts of stuff. I saw the Yakuza, I saw this, that. And then there was this there's like a foreign guy. He's like maybe like, you know, like 6'1", 6'2", but like big guy, blonde dude, walking around and wearing like khaki shorts and flip-flops, like Birkenstocks, you know, real American gaijin guy from like back then. And then some dude, a Japanese man was walking with a woman. And now that I think about it, I have different contexts and I realize what that might have been. But like the dude smacked the woman. It's a Japanese guy smacking a Japanese woman. And the foreigner sees it and he grabs the guy. He grabs the Japanese guy and he says, no, you can't do that. You don't hit women. He grabbed him. He didn't speak Japanese. He just spoke English. He was also drunk. He was like, no, like you can't hit women, like that. And the guy's like, like he was all yelling and shit, but like, you know, he couldn't get away. The guy was strong and he was holding on to him. And then the cops came and the cops were like trying to grab the foreigner. you know, because again, like, it's kind of like you're going to take the side of the Japanese if there's a foreigner involved in stuff. It kind of happens that way in Japan, at least from what I've seen, dude.
Yeah.
So it's important. If you speak Japanese, at least you have a fighting chance.
Japan first, though, right?
Yeah. Well, especially now, it's even, you know, and they're probably tired of seeing all these jackasses. But the cop was like, they were trying to grab the dude. I wanted to like interpret for the foreigner because I saw everything. And Brian was there too, dude. Brian didn't want to have to do with any of this.
I'm pretty sure.
I remember Brian just being like, oh, you know, and like I walked up.
It was the next block already.
No, he was there. But
this little all the way back there.
Yeah. Well, again, Brian did not want to go to Kabukicho. He didn't want. And most of my Japanese friends
people, they don't because of these reasons, right?
Right. And it is a red light district area.
It's kind of like, if you get, Daigakseis go and all the dudes go, but if you get caught being there, especially like, it kind of depends on what street too. 100% ayashi. Right. So that dude went to Fuzoku or whatever, right?
Right. So that's another reason why people don't want to be filmed walking around brothels and like, you know, rubbing tugs and all. Like, it's just a bad look in general. Like, even if you're not there to do that, you don't want somebody, hey, I saw a photo of you standing right in front of this
YouTube. Like, you just came out of that fashion Harajuku.
Right. So that's the other reason for not filming. But just going back to this foreigner who was grabbing onto the businessman, the cop asked him, do you want to press charges? So I was translating for the drunk gaijin. He's like, no. And he kept saying, like, you can't hit women and all this stuff, right? He was super drunk. What was strange to me was the cops pulled aside the guy who hit the woman. And then the woman was just standing there. And then, like, the dude, the foreigner was like, go, run away. Run. And she was like, Nani. And then she like left.
Nani.
Yeah. And then but then she ran off. So I'm like, okay, so who was this dude? Maybe this dude was a customer. Maybe she was a hostess. Who knows? I thought they were a couple. And that she was standing there because even though she did get smacked by that person, she was there with that person. But then she just kind of ran off. It was super awkward. It was weird.
What about that dude?
I told the cop that he didn't want to press charges. And then he just like
pieced out, and he's just
pieced out, and he wandered off. But I know why I brought this up
to the abyss of Kabukicho. Just, you can't hit women.
He just wandered off all drunk. He was just stumbling around. But like that dude was, you know, was like 6'1", pretty big. He's probably like 230, 250. Like he was like a beefy dude. And the cop grabbed his arm, and the cop tried to like rein him in. And the dude just raised his arm, and the cop was like, "Oh, yeah." No, and I remember seeing that. I remember seeing that and being like, "Wow, dude!" Like, because you know, in the U.S., there's requirements in order to be a police officer. There's height and weight requirements.
These days, I don't know.
Well, you know, defund the police probably made a lot more people to be able to get in easier.
DEI.
I don't know. Anyway.
So these Japanese police.
YungJamez, back to YungJamez. He goes to the police station. There's that 5-foot police officer, lady police officer, and then the 70-year-old other cop. And he's like, man, I don't know if we follow them. Like, what are they gonna do? But anyway, he said, hey, man, like I want to press charges. He hit me. Like first of all, like
they didn't give a shit.
No, that lady, they got impatient with him. Sounds like the lady was telling him, Nani yatte hoshi. Like, what do you want us to do? And he's like, I want you to apprehend this guy. I want you to find him.
Find these guys.
And, right. And so then they told him, well, do you have multiple hours to spare? Because if we do this, you're going to have to at least be here for like 2 hours or whatever. Like, sounds like they were trying to get out of it.
Right.
He's like, it's fine. Like, you know, they said they went to go find him and they were like walking all slow. And
probably they just went to Jiro and just ate Jiro and came back. Something like that.
They went to Famima to get an onigiri.
Yeah.
So he had to meet somebody that day. So he couldn't stick around. So he had to go. But a couple of things were said, including, I believe they were like, well, we can't identify this guy.
Yeah. When it comes to gaijins, African dudes, always that. Always.
Yeah.
In Roppongi, Kabukicho, Shibuya, Harajuku. Because they used to be like Kyakuhikis, not only for those establishments, they used to have Kyakuhikis for hip-hop clothing shops.
Right. Yeah.
Like in Harajuku, Oni-chan, hip-hop suki? Hip-hop suki? Hey, brother, you like hip-hop? Come follow me type dudes. Yeah. And those go, same deal. If something happens, you go to the police, Kobang. I even know that Kobang in Kabukicho, around Jiro. But yeah, man. They're like, yo, walk on that. We can't find him. Because, they're illegal. They're this. They're Africans. There are thousands of them looking just like that dude.
Right. You know, to be fair, like, it depends on the person always. And I mean, even though like the Japanese like to generalize about themselves, they like to say, we all do this, but they're all different to some degree. They just make an effort to do the same things more than in other cultures. But I wonder if in a lineup, like, okay, which one was it? I wonder,
Yeah, the usual suspect style, just line them up.
So anyway, that was that. But what happened was, at least, YungJamez has a YouTube channel, and many people who watch him. So like that stuff spread like wildfire. Like that guy's face, and they've recognized him from other videos too. So like that dude's gonna have to find a different line of work. Now this is what's crazy. He had a back and forth with the police. He was like, "You should find him. He's probably doing this stuff to other people too, and all this."
Of course, man. Of course, yeah.
The cops, they didn't care. They said there's not enough evidence, even though there's like HD footage of the dude in the act doing it.
Yeah. 証拠ないから。
Yeah. They told him, don't film in Kabukicho. He's like, people don't like being filmed, and if they get filmed, then they could get aggressive. So don't film there.
Well.
And then this is the crazy thing they told him. They told him, just don't go to Kabukicho. And then the other thing
that's very Japanese, like.
The other thing they told him was, if you see him again, don't tell us about it. They straight up told him that. They said, don't bring that here anymore. Like, we have other things to do. This is not important to us. If you see him again, they know he's there. They know if you walk there, you're going to see him on the same street, most likely.
Probably they kind of knew the dude too. It's like, maybe that dude. Mata inside of his head, right?
Here's the thing, dude. If he's been filmed twice on streamers' live feeds, being aggressive and yelling at people, then the likelihood of him doing this off camera is pretty high.
All the time, man. All the time. Like for somebody who used to do stuff in Kabukicho, I guarantee. For those who's listening right now, to give you guys an idea, these Kyakuhiki dudes. What do you call Kyakuhiki in English?
Kyakuhiki is like it's a customer pulling customers.
Pulling customers, just
So like it's just I don't know, because do we have people doing that here?
Nah, not like Japan. Not like Japan or Korea.
Closest thing we have to that is like a restaurant having the manager at a little podium at the front when you go in.
Yeah, but in Japan, especially in those red light districts or the drinking hubs, it's pretty common, right? But in Kabukicho, to let you guys know, let's talk about otakuri bars, since it's been a common scam in Kabukicho forever now, right?
Well, we should also mention why there's Kyakuhiki. In a high concentration business place like that, everything's hidden away in some building.
Yeah.
And there's no way in hell like people are gonna find it if they don't know about it. So they need somebody. So they have people they pay to have there with the menu or whatever, finding people, and then they walk you over to the place. Sometimes they walk you like 3 minutes over to a place.
Yeah. And multiple
so
stories,
that's why they have
no elevators. You have to go up the stairs.
Right.
Yeah, and these Kyakuhiki dudes will come to, especially these days, tourists, because they're in Japan. It's like, we don't speak Japanese, so somebody who speaks English, even though it's with an African accent, they'd be like, oh, okay, because these guys will come up to you and be like, hey, brother, like, do you want to see Japanese cars? Like even have a sex man, Japanese cars, Japanese p-. Yeah, straight up. They will tell them, like, if you're dumb enough to follow them, they will take you to these goddess bars or whatever, and they will spike your drinks. And once you get They will like just
go through all your stuff, take your wallet,
take your wallet, take your credit card, run that dry.
Right. By the way, the other thing is, there's never any Japanese women in any of these establishments.
These days, I don't know. Maybe these days, but back in the day,
then, no.
I mean, the thing is, like, those are still okay ones, because some of them, they will just take you to Azumadori, where his homeboy's like, "Oh, welcome to Japan again."
Right.
Yeah, and just take all your man.
I only went to one of those once. And the other thing is, from what I'm seeing, and again, the best way to see things is to see them for yourself, from your own experience. But like, I've been watching some of these videos in that area. The behavior of these African dudes is way different from when I lived there over, 10 years ago now. Like, they used to be super chill. They were nice. They didn't act like hoodlums or nothing. Like, they're just standing there trying to get you into their bar. Yeah. And I would always say, no, I was never interested. But at least I noticed people just completely dismissed them, didn't even look at them.
Right.
And I mean, that's kind of normal behavior in Japan too.
But
in
now
general,
it's pretty aggressive. Because like when I saw the video, or even on Google Map, now where I used to hang around with the boys on Sakuradori, it's all African dudes hanging around there.
Right.
Yeah, same deal. And they're all like, maybe, they take you to a bar and sell you fake whiskey, something like that. And, the bill is like, what, 30,000 yen. Right. $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 even. And
anybody paying that.
If you're a tourist, see, that's the thing. If you're a tourist who don't speak Japanese,
right,
what are you gonna do? Go to the police?
I'll pay $3,000. I'll tell you that much. Don't call the cops. Tell them to call the cops.
Nah, who they gonna call is like the Hangare dudes, right?
Well, at that point, it's like, okay, if you
just have to on your way out. But not many people can do that, right? They pull knives on you and stuff.
Right. Yeah, I mean, at that point, it doesn't matter. They don't even need to get you drunk or drugged.
Oh, yeah, even it's even worse if you're married, man, and you just snuck out while your family's asleep, and you just try to have a little fun, and he goes into one of those places, right? And it's like, they're gonna be like, "Yo, like we're gonna let everybody know that you went to this brothel in Japan."
Well, they have to be really drunk to go with some African dude to some shady place. So most Japanese people don't want to have anything to do with the African dudes. They don't even talk to them. They don't even look at them. They just walk.
That's why all the tourists, they're the target now, right?
Yeah, so there's no family or wife involved. For the people who go to those places, mostly tourists.
So, but then,
let's say they're on vacation with their family. That's just,
but then who knows? Snuck out. Like those, the white otosangs you see all the time with the white polo shirt, jean shorts, with the dad shoes, just with looking inside, pull all the way up, looking inside of those like Murio Annaijo, just from outside. It's like, what is this? Man, those guys. But yeah, man. I mean, see, that's the thing. If you go to one of those places, they will scam you. And what are you gonna do after that? Go to police? You just talked about what's gonna happen at the police, right?
Right. Yeah. And I went to one once.
Press charges and hire a lawyer or something like that. And let's say like you're gonna be in Japan for a week, and legal process. The things in general takes forever in Japan. Yeah. Imagine how legal process is gonna be, and you have like 4 days left, so you just have to like paying everything. I mean, it's a scam as old as Japan's history, right?
Yeah.
It's on movies all the time. You go to the Kyabakura or whatever, and you order like a bottle of shochu, but then the kaike, the bill is like what? 40,000 yen, 60,000 yen. These guys, they even walk you to
an ATM.
Yeah.
Right.
Where you have to, get surcharged mad crazy, international transfer charge and everything.
Well, let's be. I guess it's like from Cringe Musume, just some info for people going. These places, they're looking for super drunk people. Like the only Japanese people I've seen go with one of these African Kyakuhiki is someone that's just so plastered they don't even know what their name is.
Or and you have to be not from Tokyo, right?
Right, and that's the other person. It's just tourists or someone who like speaks English and they can't talk to anybody else. So they talk to this person and they're like, okay, I'll go with them. I went to one of those once just to see what it looked like, because I was never interested. But one time I'm like, okay, cool. Because I would talk to the African dudes. I wouldn't go into their establishment.
Right.
But like that was one of the few foreigners I would see in Japan when I lived there. It wasn't like now where there's just foreigners everywhere in Shibuya. Like it wasn't like that. Like when I lived there, I saw a foreigner in the neighborhood and it was like, yo, what's up? Another one. One of my guys.
I would do that too. But then they'd be like, what, man?
What's up with this
Asian camouflage, man?
But one time, you know, and so I would ask them because I was interested in like other foreigners' perspectives of Japan. Again, I wasn't on the internet. I wasn't watching. There weren't YouTube videos about Japan or all this stuff. And if there were, I didn't know about them. I was just like firsthand experience. So I would see a foreigner. Yeah, I would talk to him on the street and I'm like, where are you from? Blah, blah. How long you been here? That's how I would get my info. Like I would just from my own experience. So I would walk by. I felt bad always telling them no, but I would always say hi and acknowledge them because I could tell that nobody, like they would be there all night and people would just not even look at them or walk. And that's got to feel pretty, even if that's your job.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'd say hi and then we'd talk and whatever. And I would ask them like, how do you like being here in Japan? Interesting thing is that almost every foreigner that works in Japan that I talk to would always tell me the same answer. They would say 50-50. They would give me a number. I'm like, how do you like Japan? 50-50. That was like the gaijin thing to say in Tokyo.
50-50, yeah. Right in the middle, 50-50.
Right in the middle.
52, 48. No, it's 50-50.
It's like you take the good with the bad. And one time, you know, I'm talking to him and he's like, hey man, you never come to my place. Like, you know, I'm like, all right, fine.
All the time.
Yeah.
But those are the gentle ones, right?
Yeah. So I went and it was super lame. And there were no Japanese girls. Like many times, Japanese, because they know foreigners want to talk to Japanese girls. They're like, okay, cool. You go there. No, man. Like there was like there was a lady from the Philippines behind the bar. And then there was an African girl. And there was just Japanese girls, zero. But I mean, I was going there just to see what the place was. And the drink was expensive. And
you have to buy them drink, the girls drink.
And it was just whatever. Like I was like, I had one drink and then I'm like, you know, I'm good. And I bounced because it was like, it wasn't even a fun scene. It was just like, there's not a lot of people. It's kind of sad. There's not a lot of people in there.
You go like, you know, it's like, what is this type place?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. But yeah, man, that's why I tell my friends, do not follow or even talk to those African Kyakuhikis.
Right.
Never. I even told Juna that too. Because Juna's nice. He's a kid, right? He will be like, oh, hey, my name is Juna. I'm from the States. I'm like, too much information, right, already. Yeah, I always tell my friends not to talk to those African dudes or try to pick up tachimbos because they saw some stuff on YouTube or try to like...
Who's trying to do that, dude? Who's trying to do that?
A lot of gaijins these days, I'm pretty sure.
Yo, man. It's almost... I got to say, though, dude, if you're picking up runaway kids.
No, tachimbos. Like even Toyoko kids too. They'll try. Don't try to get in their faces and just try to film stuff. Because I talked about it, the Kabukicho story. The gaijin was like trying to take some pictures, not even video camera. It was like a digital camera back in the day. Not even a video. Yeah, the Yakuza dude came out and just to the ground. Also, I tell people to not take drinks from strangers on the street. You know how people like in front of that gaijin market and everybody's like, drink this, drink that, Then, you know, when you're drunk, having a time, plus, you know, it's Japan. So people from here, they're like, it's the safest country ever.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
Yeah, man. You don't know what's gonna happen.
It's super safe, but like you should never let your guard down.
Exactly. I mean, again, for those who's listening, don't get us wrong. It's not like we know all about Japan. We're not like a Japan underground experts or anything like that. But at least in Kabukicho or even Roppongi too, we always have to be careful with those things as tourists. If you don't speak Japanese, don't even bother like interacting with those people. With the Kyakuhiki or even girls like haro, one drink 2,000 yen. Nah, it's never 2,000 yen. So that's that.
Yeah.
But see, that's the thing. In real life, a lot of up things happen things that you don't even see it on the internet, right? Because a lot of the things, they don't even make it to the internet.
Oh, well, of course. The worst stuff doesn't get to the internet.
See, that's
the
how...
only place,
yeah. That's how you get comments like, oh, things never happened. Of course. Of course, yeah. It will never happen to you because you will never be in those worlds, right? But to be fair, good. I mean, that's the same reason why Japanese people don't even want to go to Kabukicho, right?
Yeah. Also, this person who commented things that never happened could be a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
On his iPad, dude. Like, who cares?
But same thing.
Yeah.
Never been in that world or never will be in those worlds. So just letting people know. Don't think you know about things because you watch some Japan videos on YouTube. A lot of things happen off camera. This time, it just happened inside of that camera frame, right?
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, James, and that dude had some bad luck.
You know what? Well, I don't know. I mean, he's got more people on his channel now, more eyes on him and stuff. So that's cool. He mentioned that too. He's like, I didn't expect something like that to happen, but he's like, you know, it's cool that like people are sharing it and stuff. And also that guy's face is all over the place now. Yeah. So like that dude's. But what I found funny is I watched as I was looking at some of this YungJamez stuff, I saw a video he put up like 3 months ago. And he was in Kabukicho as well. And he was talking about not liking Kabukicho anymore and being over it. And this time where he got hit, he was there to meet somebody. That's why he was there. Because he was also mentioning how that's not his scene anymore, right? Yeah. But then he was talking about all the things he was tired of in Kabukicho. And he was walking around looking at people. And he was like, these people need Jesus. And he was like...
Now he's like, religious. Now he's... I haven't checked out James's channel for like after that video, the hit video. I don't know if there's any updates. Probably check it out after.
Well, he's got multiple different edits of the same thing. You know, maximizing the views on that. But then he did a longer video where he explained, the stuff I told you about the police station and everything. It's funny. It sounded like they gave him the treatment that like I hear from Japanese friends who are women, that they say that's the treatment cops give you if you're assaulted or whatever. It's almost like, most people don't even report it because the cops are going to basically be like, oh, you don't have enough evidence, can't find them, we don't care.
Shame too, like hazukashi, right?
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah, but I'm just glad it was just that to James. I'm sorry that it happened, but at least it wasn't a knife or they took your camera or like he's safe now, at least. That's a good thing. We try to make this recording entertaining and keep the雰囲気 light, but I don't know. What's his next move?
What do you mean?
Is he gonna be like, oh, now we have to like fight against these African Kyakuhikis or scammers?
No. He was actually saying he might not go back to Kabukicho anyway because he doesn't like it there. But he also said that he might stop filming in public. He might just record at home because he said, he films with the phone pointing upwards just to avoid getting people in the shot. He says he normally does that. But also, he doesn't enjoy like having to look around him all the time. Yeah. And he said he might just not do it in public.
But who knows? Maybe now we got the new prime minister. She was just, remember we just talked about it. She was trying to clean up Kabukicho and Toyoko, that area. Maybe she will give out a special order. Take out all these like African Kyakuhikis and deport them all. Right?
Man,
Who knows?
Yeah.
Right?
It's funny, man. Like, I don't know what it's like now, but I never felt like Kabukicho was dangerous. I mean, it was more dangerous than most of the rest of Tokyo.
Yeah.
Most of the rest of Tokyo
I would
is
say
just...
only Kabukicho and Roppongi. Not even Roppongi. Kabukicho and maybe Gotanda or Kinshicho. Those areas are kind of dangerous. But, I mean, if you don't go to those like places or like deep inside of Kabukicho or try to talk to the wrong people or piss off wrong people, you're fine. Especially these days.
Definitely. I mean, I was talking to all sorts of weird people when I was there because, like, I wanted to get info for my manga.
Different times too. different Africans.
That's what I mean. Like, it was definitely a different time. Like, I went to like that area because we should also mention this, which I guess we didn't, but the red light district in Japan is run by the Yakuza. And there's certain areas where they, even like the 7-Eleven in that area has to pay money to the Yakuza on a monthly basis. Even off the books. That's not something 7-Eleven can't have it. No company in Japan, no legit company can have any dealings with the Yakuza. Right? It's one of the reasons why tattoos are not good in Japan is because
celebrities too. If you have some kind of connection or picture taken with a Yakuza dude,
right? It's a big
everybody's
problem.
Yeah.
Well, the reason why is because they don't want the Yakuza taking over businesses, which is what they've already done. They've done that. The Yakuza has taken over businesses. That's why when you work for a company, they do a physical and they also check to see if you have tattoos. If you have a tattoo, most businesses will not hire you.
Nope.
Because there might be even you could have a tattoo of My Little Pony and some bullshit. They just don't want tattoos because there could be a connection between you and the underworld, and they don't want that element in their business.
Yeah, a lot of Western dudes, they think, oh, Japanese tattoo, like especially wabori style tattoos, like the whole sleeve and stuff. To them, it's fashion, but in Japan, people hate that. I'll say 99.999% of Japanese people do not like tattoos. Right.
Well, the reason being that like when you join a Yakuza family, that's your like mark that you're marking. You got your legs, your arms, like everything. That's like a sworn allegiance to the underworld is what that means.
Never going back to the actual, the regular Japan.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Once you get a tattoo, you're done. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
And the other thing I heard was that a lot of these African dudes are paid by the Yakuza to keep those areas
because Japanese dudes don't want to do anything with Yakuza anymore, right? And like African dudes, they don't give if they get caught and deported, they'll just go back to their country, change their name, and come back, I don't know, 2 or 3 years later or something like that.
Well, that's if they can identify him.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't have enough evidence.
Yeah. Apparently, the police, they can identify him. Right?
Yeah.
So, right?
Well, they can't identify him, and if you ever see him again, don't tell us about it.
I don't want to hear again.
Right. Yeah. Sweep it under the rug. That would be the English version.
That's what goes down in Kabukicho. And if you don't know, now you know.
Yeah, we definitely need to go to Japan and check out things right now to see what the difference is. Just because I know like things have changed a lot, and like I feel like these stories about Kabukicho, back in my day, like it felt like it was completely different. Yeah, well, definitely not. Like that. Times change, and so do places.
But the foundation of Kabukicho is still the same, right?
Well, the character is still the same. It's
still the same. Yeah. Tikyo Sam, dude. He said he lives in Kabukicho, maybe around Kabukicho. If we go to Kabukicho, I hope to film him walking around.
Oh yeah,
like, hey man, film him, YungJamez style. Then he will run up to me. That's gonna be our viral moment then.
Just seeing that made me think of like if that happened to you in that moment, dude. Like, what do you do? Like YungJamez did the right thing, which was just to like assess the situation, stay away, and then like go to the police.
Not be super emotional and just like,
Well, the thing is, dude, as a foreigner, getting into fights in Japan is the best way to assure you're never going back to Japan.
Exactly.
I mean, in that moment, it could be a tough decision to make.
Right. But
to not stand up for yourself.
Yeah.
But
probably that's the Chicago in him.
Yeah. No, you gotta think. And you see a bunch of guys.
Yeah. Never a good sign.
No, it's not, dude.
Welcome to Japan. Who knows, man? We're talking about it. There'll be some other dudes like, yeah, I know that dude. I know what happened in Kabukicho. I got scammed for like, I don't know, 50 man yen, 60 man yen or something like that. Right.
I mean, he was found on somebody else's stream, so already that guy's getting way too much exposure for what.
It would be funny if that dude, he starts a YouTube channel. Like, yeah, that's me, Kabukicho hustler.